In my previous video, I gave a brief overview about modulo arithmetic. In this video, I'll continue with modulo arithmetic and congruence modulo. First, we will see few examples so that it becomes easy for us to know what is modulo arithmetic. The first question is, evaluate the following 38 mod 3. That is, we have to find the remainder when 38 is divided by 3. So let us divide 38 by 3. When we multiply this 3 by 12, we get 36. So the remainder is 2. So we have 38 mod 3 is equal to 2. Next question is minus 18 mod 5. That is, we have to find the remainder when we divide minus 18 by 5. So let us divide this by, let us multiply this by minus 4. When we multiply this by minus 4, we get minus 20. So minus 18 minus of minus 20 will be minus 18 plus 20. Minus 18 plus 20 is nothing but 2. So minus 18 mod 5 is 2. The next question, evaluate 18 mod 10. So here we have to check when we divide 18 by 10, what is the remainder. When we divide 18 by 10, we get the remainder as 8. So 18 mod 10 is 8. The next question, evaluate 113 mod 10. So when we divide 113 by 10, we get the remainder as 3. So because when we multiply 11 by 10, we get 110. So 113 minus 110 is 3. 113 mod 10 is equal to 3. Here we are able to see one thing. If we want to find the last digit of the given number, then we can use this relation. We can use the given number mod 10. If we find the mod 10 of the given number, then we will be able to get the last digit of the given number. The next one is evaluate 28 plus 16 mod 4. What is 28 plus 16? 28 plus 16 is equal to 44. What is 44 mod 4? That is what is the remainder when we divide 44 by 4? The remainder is 0. So 44 mod 4 is 0, or 28 plus 16 mod 4 is 0. Next, evaluate 17 into 222 mod 100. First, let us find what is 17 into 222. This is nothing but 3774. So 3774 mod 100 we have to find. When we divide 3774 by 100, we get the remainder as 74. So 3774 mod 100 is 74. Here if you see, we can use mod 100 to find the last 2 digits of the given number. Here you can see if we find 3774 mod 100, we get 74, which is the last 2 digits. So if you want to find the last digit of the number, we can use mod 10. If you want to find the last 2 digits of the given number, we can use mod 100. Now we will see the properties of modulo arithmetic congruence modulo. Let us see some more properties. So for integers a, b, c, d and a given n, all these are integers. if A congruent to B mod n and C congruent to D mod n, then A plus C congruent to B plus D mod n. So this is the property with respect to addition. Next we will see the property with respect to multiplication. Again similarly for these integers, for A, B, C, D and a given n, all these are integers. If A congruent to B mod n and C congruent to D mod n, we have A into C congruent to B into D mod n. So this is the property with respect to multiplication. The next one is, we'll see the property with respect to exponent in modulo arithmetic. So for A, B and a given integer n, all these are integers. If A congruent to B mod n, then A raised to k congruent to B raised to k mod n, where k is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to etc. or k is a natural number. K belongs to n. We just now saw the property with respect to addition. We will use that property. So first we will take each number separately. So 326 mod 5 is, when we divide 326 by 5, we get the remainder as 1. We divide 326 by 5. So we get the remainder as 1. Similarly, 522 mod 5 is, it is nothing but 2. And 28 mod 5 is nothing but 3. So 326 plus 522 plus 28 mod 5 is equal to 3 plus 2 plus 1 mod 5. So this is equal to 6 mod 5 or is equal to 1. 6 mod 5 is nothing but 1. That is, when we divide 6 by 5, we get the remainder as 1. The next question is, find the last two digits of 3257 into 8302. If we want to find the last two digits of the given number, then we have to find the given number mod 100. We just now saw few examples where I told you, if you want to find the last two digits, then we can find the given number mod 100. So we can find 3257 into 8302 mod 100. Here we can use the property of multiplication. So we know that 3257 is congruent to 57 mod 100, because when we divide 3257 by 100, we will get the remainder as 57, or even otherwise any number mod 100 is the last two digits. So 3257 congruent to 57 mod 100. The next is 8302 congruent to 2 mod 100. So the last two digits. So we have 3257 into 8302 congruent to 57 into 2 mod 100. So this is congruent to 114 mod 100. When we divide 114 by 100, we get the remainder as 14. So this is equal to 14. Or even otherwise, any number mod 100 will give the last two digits of the number. Here the last two digits is 14. So the answer for the given question is 14. The last two digits of 3257 into 8302 is equal to 14. The next question is, find the last digit of 2 raised to 16. As I already mentioned, if you want to find the last digit, then we have to find the given number mod 10. That is, to find 2 raised to 16 mod 10. Now, we know that 2 raised to 4 is equal to 16 and 16 is congruent to 6 mod 10, because when we divide 16 by 10, we get the remainder as 6. Now, we just now saw the property with respect to exponents. If a congruent to b mod n, then a raised to k congruent to b raised to k mod n. So, here we have 2 raised to 4 the whole square congruent to 6 square mod 10. So, this is congruent to 36 mod 10. So, 36 mod 10 is nothing but 6 mod 10. Here we have 2 raised to 8. So, we have got 2 raised to 8 is congruent to 6 mod 10. Again, we can square these two. Again, if we square 2 raised to 8, the whole square is congruent to 6 square mod 10. Or we have 2 raised to 16 congruent to 36 mod 10. Or this is congruent to 6 mod 10. So, the last digit of 2 raised to 16 is 6. So, this is the answer. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching.